The Intergalactic Academy prided itself on offering the most comprehensive education in the galaxy. Young minds from hundreds of species came to learn diplomacy, science, and history, subjects meant to unite civilizations under shared knowledge. For most students, the comparative combat history course was academic curiosity at best. It chronicled how primitive species once fought, how war had evolved, and how peace eventually triumphed in civilized space. The Academy's instructors presented war as a relic, tragic, regrettable, and outdated. That assumption lasted until the day the humans gave their presentation. The classroom hummed with energy. The students of Class 17 had already seen several species' histories, the XY duels of honor, the Valari's ritualized fleet clashes, the peaceful Thryn single war that ended after only 3 battles. Most wars in the archives were short-lived, carefully restrained, and often ended by treaties before too much blood was shed. Then it was humanity's turn. Cadet Rivera stepped to the front, flanked by Cadet Malik and Cadet Chen. They carried nothing but a series of holoprojectors, which they activated with a flick of their hands. The room filled with moving images, burning cities, thundering machines, and vast armies locked in combat. Rivera spoke calmly, but her words cut sharper than any blade. This is Earth's combat history. Please note, we've excluded minor conflicts. These are only the major ones. The alien students leaned forward eagerly. That eagerness dissolved into silence within minutes. The first projection showed humans in crude armor clashing with swords and shields. The numbers alone stunned the class, tens of thousands fighting at once. The Valari student whispered in disbelief, "That is more warriors than my people have ever fielded in all history combined." Then came the next slide, black powder weapons, rows of muskets, cannons thundering across smoke-filled fields. The death tolls rose into hundreds of thousands. Malik narrated without flinching. This was considered normal for the time. Gasps echoed across the room. But the presentation continued. Tanks grinding across shattered landscapes. Bombers reducing cities to rubble. Soldiers crawling through mud, choking on gas. Chen spoke now, her voice steady. These wars lasted years. Entire generations lived and died in the shadow of them. The XY cadet shook his head violently. Impossible. No species could survive such losses. Rivera's expression was unreadable. We did. The final section silenced the room entirely. Mushroom clouds bloomed across Earth's surface. Cities vaporized in seconds. The simulation's death toll numbers spiraled so high the projector strained to display them. The instructor, a Thryn scholar, twitched her crest nervously. Surely that was your end. No, Malik said quietly. We stopped ourselves. Barely. The silence that followed was not simple horror, it was awe. Humanity's history was not of ritualized skirmishes or restrained wars. It was of total conflict, survival forged in fire, endurance against odds no species in the room could imagine. Finally, a timid Valari raised her crystal-scaled hand. Why show us this? To frighten us? Chen met her gaze. No. To warn you. We know what war is. Truly know it. And that is why we avoid it when possible. Because we understand what it costs. The lesson ended, but whispers followed long after. The alien cadets gathered in private, voices hushed. They destroyed entire cities. Whole continents at war for years. And they survived? Yes. And thrived. Instructors debated quietly among themselves. Some said humanity was too dangerous to remain in the academy. Others argued that their presence was vital, that only humans truly understood the abyss the galaxy must never return to. And for the alien students who had sat through the presentation, the memory never faded. Every time they looked at their human classmates, smiling, joking, kind, they remembered the burning cities, the endless wars, the species that had walked through apocalypse and lived. From that day on, humanity was no longer dismissed as merely adaptable deathworlders. They were recognized as survivors of a history so brutal that it defied imagination. And in hushed tones, the alien cadets admitted a chilling truth. If Earth ever turned its history outward again, no one in the galaxy could stand against them.